You know that we've just gone past the 100 days of Rishi Sunak as Prime Minister.
Woo!
And people are saying, has he delivered on the promises that he made? Well, I thought we'd take a look at that. So the three promises that he made in his speech originally were integrity, professionalism, and accountability. Has he delivered on that? Well, it turns out that Nadhim Zahawi may have sorted them all out in one fell swoop, because integrity, threatened to sue journalists looking into his tax affairs. Professionalism, took a gig when he knew that he'd just paid a huge fine to HMRC. And accountability, couldn't even do accounting. Can't even finish half the word. So it's not looking great in terms of that. I actually don't like to judge Rishi Sunak in terms of 100 days. I like to use the unit of number of Liz Trusses that he's completed. He's just over 2.04. So seems like pretty good. What's the legacy of Liz Truss? Is it that we know this ideology, this purely Adam Smith approach to the economy doesn't actually work in real life without negative consequences? Of course it's not, because today's Daily Mail goes with why we have to cut taxes and go for growth. Oh, I know. Is it because we'd like to pay even more for our mortgage? Is that the right answer? Honestly, looking at that front page, I'm glad it's their final day. Although, annoyingly, it's not actually the final day of the Daily Mail. It's the final day of their January sale. You know how January works. And that's when you can get £182 off their print subscription. So, good to know. Anyway, not everyone agrees with the Daily Mail's take on this. The Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, the man who released this video.
Hi, can I get a flat white, please?
Racist. I love the fact that he speaks in a way like he's an alien trying to do human, but not doing it convincingly. If they ever land, that's what it'll be like. So anyway, it turns out he's got a different point of view on this, because if you complain about things and you like low tax, good on you. If you complain about things and you don't like the idea of low tax, you are taking part in declinism. This is Jeremy Hunt, who said that we need to avoid declinism. I don't really know what to do with that, because it's not really a word, is it? I don't really know what declinism means. I mean, words that end in ism, it could be anything. So I looked it up. Declinism is the medical term for going down on someone. Ooh. That's not actually what it is, no. But words that end in ism, clearly, we all know what it is. It's going to be discrimination based on negative gradients. You can't say that. It's declinist. The number of people discriminating based on gradients has actually gone down in the last couple of years, as we can see from, oh, you dirty gradient coming over here defining our rates. Anyway, what are we talking about? Declinism. The actual definition, not to be confused with reclinism, which, as we all know, is having a nice sit down. Declinism, I've got loads of these. Declinism is actually defined as the belief that a particular country, society, or institution is in a state of significant and possibly irreversible decline. And Jeremy Hunt is saying we need to stop doing that. That's right. The actual Jeremy Hunt, the actual Chancellor, is actually saying we just need to do this.
I do believe in fairies.
Yep. Strong Peter Pan vibes going on with this one. And what's happening? So if we ignore the actual reality and just believe, we can solve problems like the fact that the UK is the only G7 economy to shrink this year. You know right now that means someone is Googling for how to register the G6 domain name. Not long now until we're voted off. What else are we dealing with in terms of actual problems? The Daily Express says 1 in 4 patients unable to see their GP, which just goes to show how bad the opticians are in the UK. Front page of the Daily Star goes with, this one's shocking, isn't it? Britons are cutting back on the amount of toilet roll that they use because of the cost of living crisis. Now, if you do need a replacement for your toilet roll, might I suggest you can get £182 off a year for the print subscription. Problem actually solved.